What's going on, world? July 10th, 2016, Friday meeting. First and foremost, want to give credit where credit is due to the Most High. Thank you, Lord, for allowing us to come together and discuss what's been going on throughout the week, to get some updates and just like some of the things that we're working on and what we want to do, like moving forward, to help grow and expand our company. I mean, that's what it's all about, and not only that, but just take care of everything as well. And you know that we know, when we talk about coming together, and the communication for any business is mandatory, it's necessary, and you just have to have it. It's important, and so we thank God for allowing us to have these hangouts. And with that being said, we just jump right into it. I got contacted by a guy named Jason Goldberg, and this is for marketing. But he came across our page, and I guess they got a site. He says, I've created a mobile platform called VYRL, Viral. That would be a great opportunity for you to grow your audience and make some money, or a little bit of both. We connect authentic influencers like you to each other and brands. Simple as that. We're launching very soon and are gathering a core group of top influencers to get exclusive first access to the app. As a leading Instagrammer, I wanted to personally invite you to be a part of this core group. You can join at their website, govyrl.io, or simply reply to this email with your Insta username. If you have any questions, let him know. His name is Jason, once again, and this is for marketing. Let me just pull up this real quick so I can show you guys what kind of, where is it? Viral. All right, so you deserve to go viral. This is just their website right here. Mobile apps. Join, connect, grow. And then that's, just a quick view. But once again, they want us to be a part of it. Like there's another site that I was looking at too that it pretty much does the same thing, where they, but not like one. The other site is actually like top Instagram people, and they connect you with these like people that will. Some of them do it for free, but then some people charge because of their following. Which, for example, if somebody had like a female, because a lot of them on that other side, but female model, whatever, they got like over 100K followers or whatnot, and then you'll contact them with the pitch of your product, and then in return they'll either say they want to do it, they'll do a photo shoot for free, or they'll charge, basically. So this is kind of similar, I believe, but I don't know how, I don't know if like who the people, like the core is going to be. Like, we're obviously the influencers, so I don't know who they connect us with. So I look into this, find out some more information. This is VYRL, viral, and then we'll go from there. Viral, Jason. Actually, I'll just send you this. Where is this guy? Jason Goldberg. Let me forward it to you right now. Johnny Edwards Juice. Instagram marketing, and sent. Okay, so you got that. Just check out, look into. Next update was a lady named Brandy Purcell. This is actually Rashad's connection from Hawaii. They still want to get Oosh Juice to Kona or Kauai, one of those
Kona.
Yeah, Kona. Yeah. So she from what she said that a lot of people think that. Oops. So she said that a lot of people think that shipping is expensive for to ship to Hawaii, and it I don't know, you know what she was like, what she meant by that, because shipping is hella expensive.
Yeah.
So I just asked if she had the proper distribution connections and channels to let us know, because otherwise, you know, we're not going to be able to get over there until then. So I mean, she was persistent. She sent a few emails, waiting on another one, because I waiting on the response for when I replied to her. But this is, you know, these are the inquiries we get all the time, and you know, a lot of these people, they don't understand the complexity of distribution, and that's why they say things like this. And I mean, I don't know if they have the connections. I'm not saying that they don't, but if they do, you know, that could be the way in. And we're just, that's all, you know, that's what this is about, just trying to find those people. You're gonna run in we're gonna run into, or we have already run into, so many people that you know, they love what we're doing, and they talk in a certain way, as far as, man, we should get the product over here. But then when it comes down to it, once again, it's the difficulty. It's so difficult to be able to just have product in all these different territories and regions, and that's why we have to, you know, do our part and explain to them what we're looking for and what we're after, as far as to make it happen, and where they're at on the map. So keep you guys posted on that. Uh,
Kona Wonder Ooze.
Mhm. And this one's another one for marketing. No lie, no shine. Dominique Thomas. He is the owner of a football clothing line for linemen called No Line, No Shine, based in Los Angeles. They're going to be attending various camps throughout the summer, and they would like to sample our product and get the LA athletes trying our products at his booths. They'll be passing out product to help spread the word. Picture will be taken here or to help social media. And then he said, let him know if this is something that we would like to do. Once again, at this moment in time, I just don't see. I don't see it, to be honest. I don't, because I mean, for one, we're not in a position to just send out product like that. Especially when the return is, there's not really going to be a return on that, because we don't have accounts like that in LA. So it's kind of
a clothing line, right?
Yeah.
It's just.
And then it's once again, you know, no matter what, like, we could do the same thing in our own area, which would be way more effective. And that's the type, you know, that marketing right there benefits us, because it's in our area as compared to LA. It's so big. No matter what, you know, you try to go into one. I don't know how, you know, what camps they're going to be attending, but it's one of those things where it's like, oh yeah, free product, but that's it. Yeah, ain't no. I guarantee, like, a lot of these people won't even attempt to go to the website, and even if they do and try and make a purchase, and then they see the shipping. Some of them, you know, you always get those ones that will purchase, but then others, they'll just look at that and be like, nah, yeah, that's not what we want. Obviously, I'd rather pass out free product here, as compared to just sending product down that way. So I don't think that's gonna be a go. I'll reach back out to Dominique and just let him know. No. So okay, so and then we got Aaron Savage, Aaron Savage, and she is with ITI Tropicals. She is our new account manager. Let me refresh you guys' memory. Mike Real from Real Foods Marketing, he was handling that end. So we would send our purchase orders over to him, and then he would do the rest. But now ITI has made some new they made some new adjustments in their operations, and now we're going to go directly to them. So this is the new person of contact that, and I've already placed the order with her for our raw materials, and so we're good to go. We're good to go with them. The only thing is, like, that's the next thing is the labels. Right now, I've contacted Christy twice. She still hasn't gotten back to me. We need these labels ASAP. I told her that. So hopefully, she's able to get this done with. I told her Monday. If we can get it done by Monday, I could place the order, and we could get these half stack labels on our next production run. We still don't have a set date in July because of the fact that it's since Daisy has taken over that part of the operations for H.A. Ryder and Sons. It hasn't been easy to get in, like, as compared to when Steven was running the show. So I sent her over everything as far as all our purchase orders. That's another thing for another key component to operations, as far as manufacturing and producing. What we do is once we order everything, we send that all over to Daisy, and then Daisy, she has that ready for incoming. Because when things come, the reason why that it's important for us, or that's one of their rules, is because they're dealing with all these other companies, and they need to know what's coming in for the particular company. So for us, that's the part that we got to do, and we taking care of that, so she knows, what not only the amount, but the specific raw materials as well. All right, next one, another marketing. BevNet, they contact us all the time, and the first time we got on their magazine, we did get, for what it's worth, we did get people reaching out to us and inquiring about our product, and then after that, we kind of felt like, nah, we don't want to waste any money. But it's still, like, every year they have this for the 2016 BevNet Natural Beverage Guide. Today, actually, the deadline is today, June 10th. He just sent me this 2 days ago. But so obviously we're probably not going to be in this one, but they updated us on a regular, and it's just another outlet to reach people, and that's part of marketing. People need to know, like, because this is the website. Or
is there a cost for it?
Yeah, the cost is like 100 and something the first time. Like that.
And you gotta write something out, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, or they'll probably use the same. Oh, that's what it was. $279, but I don't know. We didn't think it was really worth it. Like, we did get some, like I said, calls, but I don't know if it was worth $279, to be honest, and that's why we didn't stick with it. But
I remember.
In the future, things that beverage or BevNet has going on, it's still, we could still play around with it in the future, and that's one of the things too, that if you think about like these companies that we've worked with in the past, and then even still, like, it's the follow up. Like, that's something that we all like in sales. I learned this the other day. I was reading, and it says most people, like, as far as sales is concerned, the certain percentages, that's what it gave. It says like salespeople, they'll follow up once, twice, 3 times, 4, 5, and they said the ones that really see the growth that they're trying to obtain is the people that follow up 8 times. So if you're hearing that like 8 times, and then finally you get through, then we have to look at what we're doing as far as the following up part about it, because we're not doing that. Obviously, we follow up 1 or 2 times, and that's pretty much it. And then we'll just try something else. But you think about all these connections that we have like a link to, access to, and we just really haven't tapped into them like that. Because you like, for example, we'll just use Core-Mark, right? Core-Mark is we gave them, like, we got the dude to Jerry to vouch for us, get the actual the dude that runs, the category buyer, or the lead for the distribution company. Got to speak to him. We dropped off a case. We followed up, and it was good. But because we still have these leads, like, man, I know, like, from what, and I'll use an example, like when we put together these packages for distribution, and I went into Sakani distribution last year when I went to have that meeting with them. The people that went in right before me was the reps for I don't know why the hell it's just slipping my mind. What's P Diddy's water?
Aquahydrate.
Yeah, Aquahydrate, and Mark Wahlberg. But they came in right before us. They had like a stack like this, just full of like marketing, like, man, what they're gonna do, what they want to do, how they want to partner up and really be as effective as possible entering into the market up there. And then when I seen that, I was like, damn, we got something. Not, it ain't like what they have, but there's gonna come a point in time where because of the leads that we have, we're going to go in there. We're going to say, you know what? We got everything now. Like, we got the face, we got the capital, and then we come in there and we just, here it goes. We show them the little slideshow as far as what we want to do to help them out, and how the partnership should work. And with experience we've had with different distributors and understanding what we're looking for, that's going to help out a lot, especially playing with these bigger distributors when that time comes. And so that's what I was, what I wanted to get at. The follow-up, following up is major. You think about Amazon, it's not this, like, that's the whole thing about it. We were talking the other day, and we're just like, man, a lot of the stuff that we put out there within these past 3 years, and then we go and look for something like, okay, we're trying to go look into something in particular, and then it's like, damn, I already heard this, but what's the difference? Or what's wrong? Why I heard it, but what we're not applying. And that's the thing. It's like the follow-up. When we talk about follow-up, that means we have to apply, like, the real following up. We have to apply that to email people on a consistent basis. And then even with, like, the talk track with Fia, right? She said that she didn't want it to be spammy, but we can't look at it as spammy because of the fact that we're getting emails on a consistent basis already. And if it's for our event, we're just trying to get the word out. People would know what it is, but it's just taking the next step too, not only for that event, but getting more on the ball of updating people on a consistent basis about our progress. And we came across certain websites that will help us so that we don't have to do all that manual work. And this is a part of the marketing. This is the part of marketing budget that we have to be able to look into and tap into it, because of the fact that, man, if somebody needs to see something 8 times for it to be real, right? And then they just said you need to follow up 8 times so that the breakthrough will come. And so obviously this information that we're gaining, we'll say, oh damn, well, if that's the case, then we really need to do that. And the email marketing part of it all, it's big, like the contact list that we have, the people that we've reached out to. We've got to get to the point where we're saying to ourselves, you know what, get back to the basics. We wanted to do when we run campaigns, it's like 15, I think, the prospect A's, 15 to 30 days, prospect B's, was it 30 to 45 days. But letting these people know, oh shit, they're still around, cool, because some people, if they're not on social media, then how would they know? How would they know we're still around?
Yeah.
And that's why the outlet of email marketing is so important, because that's just another way to get through to them. And that's just one. Social media is one. Email marketing is one. Advertisement is one. Radio is one. All these things that we know. But what we gotta really say to ourselves, okay, what do I really want to put on my plate? Like, because if you think about it, right, we talked about time management last week, and we said, man, this is the changes that we need to make, but we can talk about changes all day, and if we don't even take a step forward towards change, then we're just talking, and then we repeat ourselves like we have been doing over and over and over and over, and it just becomes like it's the walk in the desert for 40 years, because we're not letting it really get to us. We're just saying, oh damn, we heard it, but that's it. But we need to hear it and say, damn, you know what? Monday, this is what I want to do on Monday. I want to do everything that is related to email marketing. Everything. And this is how we start, right? I mean, I'm just throwing out examples. I want to do everything that's related to email marketing. I want to read a few articles I want to read a few articles about email marketing. I want to find out different companies that could help us. And we have a few already that, but their prices was kind of high last year. They're still pretty high right now. But it's just finding other alternatives to be able to do what we need to do to communicate through email. Let's refresh our memories about this too. Subject line. What is in the subject title, the line? What is it? It's got to be catchy, right? It's got to be something that oh damn, because people get emails all the time.
Just like for music, say you like somebody's video on YouTube or you subscribe to them, then they just blast your email like, oh, have you heard Young Pharaoh's new song? Like, who the hell is this dude? How'd you get my email? Like, just little things like that. But it's, if we put it in their face like that all the time, because I click it because it looks interesting. Like, oh, who is this? And then you open it, it's just another video. But we actually have some substance in our emails when they open them. So yeah, I feel you on that one.
Yeah, and it's just applying what people already doing. I mean, that's giving more. Like when we learn that, okay, when you have a product and people love it, you have to give them more. How do you give them more? Well, you got to give them more through whether it's emails or social media or through apparel or adding, extending the line or, giving your time to come and speak, at certain events. Those are just examples right there. But these are the things that, like as far as like just going back to email marketing, giving more through email. We have to, and that's the thing. Like if we look at it like this, like I just said, email marketing for Monday. Tuesday, what are we doing? Man, let's do social media. And we can even go back to those the boards, Mirrorly boards, because there was a lot of things on there where we found out, like as far as the certain times to email. You know what I mean? Like
20 years old.
OT.
Yeah, there's a site called Prezi.
Prezi?
Yeah.
For email marketing?
Nah, it's like Mirrorly where we can put things together. It's like a like a modified one though. It's pretty dope.
Yeah, I mean, it's just using the tools. I mean, but more on a consistent basis, because if you think about how powerful Mirrorly is, and we didn't really use it to, its full potential.
Yeah.
We did a lot of things on there, but it made it fun. Like right now, I'm just talking, but just imagine if we have like a whole board, right? Now we said Prezi, right? So we have a whole board just like Mirrorly, and we got the sticky notes, and we got the ideas, and we got it's just like who's that dude? The American Eagle or American Alpha. But the dude he started his company, I think it was American Eagle, but he started the company and they booted him out of his own company. And then he said, man, you know what? I'm gonna start my own just to prove I'm wrong. So in his house, everywhere you go, there's a sticky note. He just got them all up everywhere. People think I'm crazy, but
yeah, I remember. I think
you seen that? Yeah, it was like on 2020 or something. But the reason why he got fired is because like misconduct, like sexual gestures being made or whatever. But long story short, this dude was. Man, when I come up with an idea, it just goes up. I keep this sticky tag, bam, because it could get lost that quick because life is happening so fast. And that's why, things like this, the tools that we have, that's why it's so important, because then it makes it fun because we're visual creatures, right? So when we're seeing it, it's like, oh yeah, cool. It's always in our face as compared to I say something and it's in one ear and out the other. And what I mean by that is the retention. Like what are we retaining? We're only going to retain that key word or key phrase or something that really made us feel a certain way, and then we run with that. So, like I said, it's getting back to the basics. Really planning out our days, mapping them out, and not only that, but taking it upon ourselves, like taking the initiative. We always talk about that. We have to be willing to say, you know what, hey. Reach out, like, hey man, I want to know like what, like we always say this all the time, and it's kind of like, yeah, like, what do you need me to do? And then it just be like, yeah, there's not really anything, but there is really something, you know what I mean? And in order for us to really get to planning our days out and using our time more effectively, it's going to be like, hey man, I feel like I want to do this today, like real deal, like Keller, like let's just use Keller for marketing, right? Like call me up, hey bud, what's up? It's 8 o'clock or whatever. 8, 9, and we getting early start. Hey, Oos, let's link up right now. I don't know what you're doing, but let's link up right now. Let's put some things on a Prezi. I'm just using that because we just brought it up, but let's put some things so that we can visualize, we can see. Because I got these ideas about email marketing. I looked at some things. Let's sit down, let's watch videos together. Let's, do webinars. Let's take courses, whatever, you know what I mean? I'm just throwing out things that, what I'm looking for as far as in return. Like, I don't want to, like the freedom was always there, right? Because I wanted to blossom. I wanted people to blossom in their own fields or their own divisions or fields. I wanted them to blossom because they said, man, you know what? I think I could thrive in this. So when someone says, I think I could thrive in this, then my thinking is like, okay, let me see what you got. Like, let me see what you really bring to the table. If you think about any company, any job that we try to apply to, a lot of them are looking like, okay, how's this dude going to affect my company in a positive way? That's what they're looking for. They're looking for like, okay, I think this dude could really get some work. But entrepreneurship, we're playing it a lot differently, where we're saying to ourselves, okay, what can you add? What kind of value could one person add to the table? All right, you say you're going to do this. All right, let me see. Like, let me press me. Like, instead of me pressing, this should be like you pressing. Like, because, you know what I mean? Like that. Like, we pressing each other. Okay, I gave you this ring. This is your ring. You got free reign over all of this. Now let me see what your free reign comes out. You know what I mean? Like, let me see what it brings to fruition. Like, that's the beauty of the entrepreneurship, like to really be like, I am outside of the box. I am thinking about other things. I can bring some cool, exciting ideas to the table, and I can implement them, and I can apply, what I've learned, and I can help to grow this particular area. And that's where we got to get to. That's the real hype of entrepreneurship. To take that responsibility on ourselves to say, you know what, I want to be a marketing genius. We hear all these dudes like, and they sound crazy. Kanye, for example, a lot of people think he's crazy, but if you really think about it, we're the crazy one, not me personally, because I get where he's coming from. You feel me? Like us that understand him, we get where he's coming from. Everybody else, they don't understand. You know why? Because his mind is on a whole nother level. And they're just trying to keep him down. And it's the same thing here. It's like, man, we got to get like that, like have that feeling like, man, fuck that. If he can do it, shit, I can be a marketing genius too in my own right. You know what I mean? Because I'm only competing with the man in the mirror. And he said it's possible and I seen it. Oh, shit. And you just think about like crazy ideas for marketing. And like when he was, what album was it? But he dropped the album and then he had like in how many different countries, I know you remember, but his thing, like his image or something about the CD popped up in all these different countries. And this was that last album 5 years ago. Which one was that?
Jesus.
Was it Jesus? No,
my beautiful.
That one.
Beautiful Dark Twisted
Yeah, remember when he had it like going off in London? Like he had the projectors on sides of buildings like blasting at certain times. Like, oh damn! But it was crazy. Why? Because that's the hype he was on. But we have to be on that same path, like same way of thinking. Like, damn, you know what, bruh? Let's just do like some guerrilla style, like just like. Do something crazy where it just catches the attention.
With the rest of the the stickers we do have, just start blast like how skateboarders do, and that's how some of the brands got hella big. They just slap them all around the town. That's how it's like Smop Life be doing that now. Burner, then be doing it with the Hemp 201s. Just because it's like we said, it's just like the product being everywhere. When you see the sticker, you just look and like, damn, there's stickers all over the town, man.
But right there, write that down. We go out and we just start hitting people, hitting it up, or just giving, create like a little street team because all these skaters, they want to, and not only them, but the kids, just, hey man, you want to be a part of this? Like, you want to be part of the movement? Here, let's, you could be our street team. Oh, what do we get? Okay, here, go slap these stickers up or something, and you get a free shirt. What? Hell yeah, or whatever. Obviously it comes along with the understanding our budget, but since we already have like all these stickers already, and they kind of just sit there because we have new ones that we want to put up in our stores, and these other ones don't have the particular things that communicate effectively. I mean, they're great stickers. Don't get me wrong; they've worked for us, but. Just like Yo said, it's just little things like that. Just be like, man, just throw it up there, slap it on, so that people can always be like, oh, damn, it's always in people's heads. And that's marketing. That's what we want to do. That's what we want to, when we have these meetings and we're just saying, you know what, bro, I was thinking about this, bro. And then we say, you know what, let's do just a little test run. If it's trial and error anyways, let's just say, man, I want to just try it out.
Yeah.
Let's just try it. Minimal budget, cost effective as possible, and we just say, let's see what happens. You know, and then we go and try it.
Yeah.
But it's understanding like our position, our roles, and saying, you know what, if the freedom is there, let me be great, right? Let me be great. I want to be great. Well, let me be. It's already there. Open it up, and that's kind of the hype that we have to be on, like real deal, moving forward. Who's that? Oh, that was from. All right. Okay, this is another one, Amanda Milano, and she's from Imperial Paper. What are they? They're a custom packaging house, and she is the international sales representative. The benefits of working with their company is the services provided, quality of products, and their full design team.
What's her name again?
Amanda Milano. And this is marketing again. We are not limited to what we can produce for our customers. We are able to produce corrugated litho labeling, folding carton, and chipboard. Our printing capabilities are top of the line with competitive pricing in the industry. They also offer inventory management and mobile designer for your convenience.
That's for our cases, right?
Well, it says labeling, cases, and
I just see
just
packaging.
printing. Yeah, packaging and printing.
Chipboard.
And they work with other beverage manufacturers as well. So, what is their website?
Imperial.
All right, here. Let's see what I'm gonna just pull it up right now because I want to see some of their work. Oh, surprised they don't have like the companies.
About Imperial, our facilities, our approach, company history.
Oh, so.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, well, I thought it was gonna be there, but let me just bring that up real quick. Okay. So this is kind of a look at what they offer. Corrugated folding cartons, fabricated foam. They do.
Was that in our services?
Yeah, yeah, so this is some of the things that they offer, but we'll see. I mean,
it's cool for POS.
Yeah, we'll check in. Let's see this. Like, what kind of.
Stand-up ones would be cold. Just has to be right because our product's heavy.
Which one is that one on? I'm just pulling up bags.
Oh, I'm on the same thing you're on. But I don't see none of those or right here on the purchase display.
All right, there, point of purchase.
You see it on the right?
Yeah, I see it now. Yeah, I mean, so that's what they offer. Well,
I've seen a lot of these, though.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of these companies. I mean, it just comes down to, like we talked about earlier, these are leads, and even if they don't work out right now, it's always good to have these in our pocket so that we can reach out when the time is right. But she really wants to do business with us. I'll get back to her and let her know what's good. Next week, Wednesday, I was contacted by Michelle. Yeah. Michelle of Bruno's Market. So they're having a big thing over there. Bruno's Market from was it 11-1? I put it in my calendar. Yeah, 10-1. They have it a big thing, and Carmel will be out there doing a sampling event. Also, Nick Martinez of Whole Foods. They're having they're having a big vendor fair. It's called Bow Wow and Chow, and it's a vendor fair sponsored by SBCA, hopefully Petco as well. And it's going to take place on August 27th from 11 to 2. He said we did an amazing job. They just wanted to know if we can be a part of this year, and then he asked for T-shirts. So we'll see. No, but the event itself, yeah, we'll definitely take advantage of that. Another thing is that we have to get on top of is the scheduling of samplings. Like, so I mean, for Whole Foods, because man, we've been in there over a year, and then when we found out the information, it's we haven't followed up. You know, we know that we can do it for free now. We can do these sampling events for free. So marketing again, let's put that on. Let's do like as far as Whole Foods, and I'll give you the paperwork and I'll send you this email too. But let's take on that on our plate as far as setting up sampling events for Whole Foods.
Okay.
So that we can get in these doors, and then I mean the other ones they're all fair game, so we can show up at all those other ones. But this one in particular,
when do you want to start?
As soon as possible. So like Monday,
Okay.
We get that email going out. I have the paperwork on how to do it, but we contact Nick, and we kind of go run with the same spiel. Jeremy from Marketing Division wanted to, just reach out. We really want to get into these. We really want to do heavy sampling over the summer, so that we can build more brand awareness, and then we can increase our. We don't have to say all that, but just build the brand awareness part. But that's the hope, is to get these guys to increase their orders, and then it's like the chains. Once they see that, that's what's going to help us to get into these other doors. The other two that we want to attack too is the ones in Capitola and Santa Cruz. One of them. There's two of them up there, but we'll open up those doors too.
Okay.
To this summer, we'll open up both of those doors. So those are two like samplings. One sampling. This is going to be a sampling too, but it ain't for a few months. So I'll bring it back up again when it's when that time comes. And then let's see. I got an email from Charles. Okay. All right, cool. So I got an email from Charles, and this is from the PG show, and they were able to do 21 cases in 30 days. So they won themselves a incentive?
That's PG.
Because they only had to do 12 cases or 11.
Nah, they just won some apparel or something. Oops. No, it's what did they win right here? I think they won shirts.
Yeah, I believe it was T-shirts. The PG store, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, because when last time we talked to him, that's what they was talking about. Shirts.
All right, so they saw 21. Oh, so they just get a free pizza lunch.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. And then I have to get the numbers. I'm going to tell them to give me the numbers for 5 to 6, because I know they probably killed too.
Yeah.
All right, here it was 21 actually. Oh, it is Ushus Apparel. My bad. Ushus Apparel. Yeah, so we have to get
to the driver.
Didn't we take sizes last time we went to drop off?
Yeah, we got the sizes, and then damn, I was thinking that that Marina shell, because I was going to order in quantity. Yeah. I was going to order like some shirts for all of them, but Marina shell didn't hit. But they hit though. I got the numbers too, so that was. I don't know if you guys. We'll just bring it up. We'll just.
Yeah. Oh, do you want it?
Huh?
You gonna put it up?
Oh no. Yeah, we'll just keep that. As far as us as a sales team, is like this information right here is important. I mean, when we ask, and we got to take the initiative once again to reaching out to these retailers to ask for some specific information, because these product sales reports. But here goes from 414 to 414 to 514. But it makes our job easier where we don't have to count. We could just reach out to them and through the email, and then they already got it. 254 bottles sold within a month. But it's as simple as that, you know. It's like, hey man, and that's why it's important to get whoever the retail manager is for all the shells. Let's say just Claudia. This guy is Charles over here, right? Charles in or Charles and PG. We get all these retailers' names. We know them all. Some of them we don't, but we get them to email us every month for their sales, because these are our top accounts. And it's important that we stay on to see what they're moving on a regular basis, because they got day-to-day here. It's all their day. Every day is what they moved. The next one is, like I said, Claudia. Claudia sent me over the numbers as well. Where's she at? For Marina Shell. Oh, yeah. And they've been doing a great job over there. I mean, the first from 4 to 5, they did 27 cases, and then from 5 to 6, the most 5 to 6, they did 36. They did 36. So they increased it enough, and I told them, unfortunately they didn't meet the quota, because it's a 40 case minimum.
Yeah.
They almost made it, and then the whole thing is to just make them feel like they're part of the team. Obviously they're not even really pushing like how we know what's capable out of that store.
Yeah. Well, they got a new whole crowd too, huh? So.
Yeah, but I mean, it's once again, it's just based on what they want to do, because all those people that sold 70 cases were all new. Yeah, Monkey in there. Yeah, all these other dudes just hustling, pushing for us, and they understood, and that's what we got to get these other guys on, is just that understanding of, hey man, it really is not that hard if you think about it. It really isn't, like, man, but people are scared and they think it's harder than it really is, but it's not. It's just like, man, try out the local product all day, every day, like we do at samplings. There's nothing too hard about that. People are just like, what? Yeah, that's from right here in Marina, and they're going to pull it. That's what we got to get them on, because if they're able to jump almost 10 cases within a month, then why can't they do 20 cases, 30, and then get to that number, that's 70 cases, but got the reports from them. And this is how we're going to see, what happens day to day for these guys. Sometimes they're moving a few cases, but how many people are actually pushing? If there's only one person pushing, well, let's add 2 more people onto that list, because if that one person was able to help sell 2 cases by himself, then what does that happen? 6 cases, 2, 4, 6, 3 people on board, and that's what I'm gonna talk to Claudia about too. Just letting them know what the deal is. Yeah.
You gotta show the product to everybody. Like, love it. Like, it's like, like in fun. I find like how we are. Like, like to everybody's like, it's like it's right there, but you gotta love it, show it, love it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then so the next update is it's true.
Pre-game alert.
Pre-game alert. So next update is from Carrie Rustler, and today Carrie Rustler, Shockley Insurance, but today went and took care of the payment for our product liability insurance. Took care of that, and we're good to go. I mean, we covered our end. And so within the next month, we should have the actual documents mailed to us. So that'd be good, and get that, just to have that in our possession. One of the, it's very important for any company to have insurance, obviously. And the thing that we always have to understand is too is like managing capital is so key in this thing, like real deal. Because like if you're, let's just say we weren't managing capital, properly, and then we fucking get to this point where it's June and our product liability insurance payment is due, and we don't have the funds to do it, then what happens? Now we could do what, we could just be like, oh, like I don't got no insurance, I'm just gonna go, and then fucking we get sued. We're just like, damn. But and then what happens? Now the business is done, it's over with. But because this is important to just keep in mind, we manage our capital correctly, we can handle these expenses when they come around, and there's not, this shit is not cheap by no means, but it's not about what cheap is or what's expensive. It's about they can just handle what needs to be handled, because we got to get to a point where I don't know if you guys ever seen that quote where it said, man, I want to have that man, what does it say? I want expensive to be cheap or something like that. There was like a quote like that. It's like, man, when I buy some expensive, I want it to feel cheap, like not like cheap as a material, but the dollar amount. Yeah. Like if you really think about it, like, man, that's the elevation of the mind. Like, man, when this piece of paper is just a piece of paper, it's no more, it doesn't run you. Like, you don't let the dollar run you, you run the dollar. And that's how, how we have to start looking at things and opening up our minds to believe that, man, you know what, that ain't nothing. Whatever that expense is, it's nothing. Like, that's how, and not nothing like, oh, we stunned, but it's nothing. It can be taken care of because of the fact that how you're training yourself up mentally to be able to protect what you built up. What we're building up here is all about protecting. So we got that taken care of. Product liability, we're good to go. And then I ran into a guy named Paul Howard. He actually does like ads. He's been doing it for like since 94, but I ran into him today. Made a little short
94 years.
Yeah,
Damn,
he made a little short videos. That was funny, but I mean, not funny, but I can't pull it up now, but it was just something that he likes doing, and and then he took a little video. He's going to put it on his website, and it just helped promote. And then I also ran into another guy as well. His name was Steve. Wait, was that the guy? No, not Steven, but there was this other guy. He works for the Good Times in Santa Cruz, the little paper similar like to the Weekly. Ran into him, and he wants us, or he's going to give us some special rates, to be able to advertise in the Good Times, which is a good thing to expose the brand to that audience. But even thinking about that, getting back to like, okay, newspapers, just blogs, all these things that somebody could talk about us. Like, that's how we have to be looking at it, like, for marketing, because a huge part, like, man, our sales, our marketing in the field, we can fucking take that brute force route all day, every day. If you think about it, like, oh yeah, just keep on hitting it brute force. But it comes to a point in time where you're just saying, well, if this took like 10 years for a company to build, what the hell? Why did it take so long? How can we build, beat the curve? That's what we want to do. It's like, man, and it's through getting out, getting our product to be in these different outlets where it's constantly on people's mind, and they see it over and over and over and over. It's like, man, damn, I'm just gonna go buy some now, And those are things to look at. So those are all my updates. Those are we have. Well, pretty much updates and presentations. No, obviously no presentations, but marketing. We just did a whole bunch of marketing right now. One thing again that I have to stress, I know, it's already, what, 10? One thing I have to stress is this is something that you really have to do, like, as far as just taking it, like pressing the issue. hey, Oos, what's good? Did we get these shirts? You know what I mean? Like, what's good? Yeah, because we have to have something out there, you know, like that type of feel. Like, man, because look at, we don't got no shirts now. You know what I mean? We don't got no apparel for this month. And then when we order it, it's gonna be the end of the month. But like I'm saying, last you know, we talked about this 2 months ago. Like, we gotta stay on top every fucking month because we know what we can generate. I mean, through apparel. You know, 30 pieces of art, 30 articles, or even 20, 25, 30 pieces of article, we could sell that and be able to increase our sales. And that's, you know, that's something that you have to just have it in your mind. Like, okay, man, this is my responsibility to let this nigga know, hey, man, we got how many different concepts? Which one do you want? You know, which one do we need to tweak? Which one is cool and we need to add something to it? Which one? Like, I want that feel. You feel me? Like, nigga, what's good? You feel? So, because then if I get that feeling, I'm like, because here goes a feel that we have to break. It's like, hey, Oos, yeah, design some shirts. All right, cool. I got some. Hey, I got some. I just sent it to your email, and that's it. We gotta break that. We gotta be like, within 2 days. 2 days about what the hell we just brought to the table, we need to follow up.
Yeah.
Hey, nigga, what's good? We got to get this out. If it takes 2 weeks to get here, and that's, you know, understanding that too, like the lead times, you know, and you know, okay, what's our budget? Like, well, but we know that we only want to manufacture about 25 to 30 pieces. All right, cool. Well, here we go. But follow up every 2 days, bam. For all these months following, you know, to end the year, we should not be running into the issue where we're already 2 weeks in and then we don't have anything, you know, because it's like, damn, it drops off. And then people like, I know a lot of people that purchase apparel is our family, but still, they're always looking for more. And that's what we're trying to give them, more. Here, you want more? Here goes another shirt. You know, here goes another concept or idea that we played around with. It looks cool. The best thing about it is our logo is so dope. It's like, you're winning. Like, I mean, we don't have to really do too much. The extra stuff that we do is just like, let's just try it. But the logo itself is just, man, everybody is mesmerized by it. They love it, and they love what it represents, and they love, you know, what we're doing here. And so it's just little things like that, staying on top of it from the marketing team, and just knowing that, okay, shit, nigga, he told me. So he don't have no, you know, if we run into an issue, which we shouldn't, you know, he can't say shit. Because this nigga tell me right now, like, man, okay, I gave him the ideas, I gave him what I was working on, and if he and then it's also staying on top. Okay, I gave you 5 concepts. Which one, you know what I mean? Or not just, oh yeah, pick one, pick and choose.
Yeah.
Taking more responsibility, taking more of the initiative to fully, you know, be great in this arena. That's, you know, what I'm looking for. You know, and I know it's possible because it's like it's the freedom. It's like you're an artist. We're getting to be artists in all these different realms, and this is no different. Like, you know, we make music. You know what? You know, we're over here marketing. Okay, our music is a freedom of expression through words. Our apparel is a freedom of expression through apparel. You know, so. These are the things that I would like to see moving forward. Just more of the press back, not just get pressed on, but man, I'm pushing back too, like, man, because then you get to what happens. Things happen, you know, and we get to get these things going and we get them cranked out, and it becomes so much of a habit that, you know, we don't have to. And then it'll get faster. Like, we'll have already. We got this shirt coming out this month, and we'll already have the next 2, 3 for the next few months. Like, okay, we're ready. Unless, you know, obviously things change all the time, but that's how we want to get to, so that we can just say, you know what, here, it's time to pull this out the pocket right now. Bam. All right, we got this one. Bam. All right, cool. This one. Bam. Oh, nah, let's scratch this idea. I came up with a whole new idea. Here, let's run this. Bam. And so, but you get my feel what we're trying to do. As far as marketing, did you have any updates on your end in particular? I
just wanted to start doing the follower count pretty much every week, and just start today, and then update how many we get every week again, like we used to.
Oh yeah, yeah.
For Twitter, we have 2,600 exactly, and for Instagram, we have 7,694. So that's the update just for as far as followers. And there's this app too. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's InstaTrack, and I was just looking at it right now. It has everything like all the rest of them, but it has engagement, insight, and just little things like that. I wanted to try to look into too, but it's premium, so it's like $1 for the app. So
yeah, and even those like little apps that, because they're tools.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to find this. That's business intelligence. You know, so it's like, okay, man, oops, I need to get this app. It's only $1, or even if it's 10, whatever, because it helps. But because it's for marketing and it helps our cause. The thing is like not just purchasing the app, but just really saying, you know what, I spent $1 on it. Yeah, it's $1, but I spent $1, but I want to make $100 from the information that I'm able to use and apply, because I figured out like, oh damn, you know, why isn't there this much engagement on this particular post? What was it? And that's how we're able to track things even more, like in depth, is to see what they're seeing, like what's coming up, and then saying to ourselves, okay, we also have 2 eyes too, and then we connect it together to basically grow it. And that's another initiative. You know, these things come out, and we gotta press. Hey man, we gotta add this to the marketing budget. I feel it's gonna enhance our experience. Yada yada yada. Let's do it. You know, so that's marketing, distribution. Definitely got to set up. We'll set up a pickup for next week, Tuesday. I didn't get a chance to set that up, but so we'll pick up on Tuesday. I don't know how many in the van, but we're less than probably 30, and then we're down to 3 pallets, I believe. Yeah, 3 pallets in the warehouse. So we're trying to, man. I know we can get 120 into El Rancho. If we talk, I know I could talk to Israel to get that, because it's a better deal and they're making a higher profit margin on the 2 for $4. But because we don't have product like that, it's kind of hard to run these bigger deals, because we don't have a set date in July for production runs. So we got to really manage this accordingly, these last 3 pallets. That's what kind of sucks about having, getting down to the last few pallets, and then we have, events and our accounts need servicing and all these things, direct to consumer sales, and the whole 9. But we have, what was it, 20 or more pallets at a time, and because the larger production runs, obviously, when we do larger production runs, if you guys remember when we did that 18 pallets, that lasted us for like 6 months. 18 pallets, that's pretty cool. Now let's just say we were able to do another 18 pallet run, and then we could have ran our specials that we wanted to do in June, but we didn't have enough product, and now we're here. I'm probably not going to be able to run it in July, because depending on where they fit us in, so it's looking more like August running a special, like running a special that we talked about. So we'll see, and then even then, it's just seeing how things play out and how they're working. As far as sales, we brought up a couple things for that, the importance of keeping track of our data with Shell. And they're giving it to us, and this is what we're looking for. We need it. I mean, this is not nothing before. We've gotten the paperwork before, but we never really used it how we need to use it. Like this data right here, we're saying to ourselves, why was there only 1 bottle, or, I'm just example, why was there only 1 bottle out of the whole day? Only 1 bottle got sold? What's going on? And then we got to check up with them. That's the follow-up. Check up with Shell, like, hey man, what's going on, man? I just checked the sales yesterday. Like, man, what happened? Like, what? Oh man, it wasn't busy. Okay, if it's not busy, well, how can we, those people that are coming in, how can we tap into them even if it's not busy? Because that's what we got to figure out. We should have like every day there should be at least double digits of sales every day. this is our home. This is the home front. And it's just communicating that to them so they understand, man. This is the team. We need you guys. We want to bless you guys. You guys are gonna have to be able to do what is required, and especially if you're here anyways. I mean, you're here in the business of sales. You're gonna be here for 8 hours or part-time, whatever, part-time or full-time. You're gonna be here anyways. You don't have to sell anything else besides the little shell cards, but why not? It's easy. So I mean, those are things that as far as sales is concerned, this month right now, as you guys know, last month was killer. I mean, over 19, almost 19 or almost 20K in the month of June. Nowhere near that. We're about nowhere near that at 20K, and that's due to a heavy fact of non-existent direct-to-consumer sales. We haven't done any events. I'm trying to work on next week with Rob of Ink by the Bay. Trying to get in there because they have it 3 days, and it's at the Monterey Fairgrounds this year again, their 5th annual. So I just want to see. It's free of charge too. He's not charging us for the vendor booth, so I just got to get confirmation. But those, if everything goes well, we'll be in that event next week, Monterey, our Ink by the Bay, and then I'll just keep you guys posted. But definitely gotta find some more events. I looked at our events from last year, and a lot of them, it was just a one event type of, it wasn't, it wasn't a yearly thing. It was just one and done for most of these events last year in the month of, because there was a Camp Unity, that was the that was the wrestling one. They're not having that no more. We did the
Tony's brother too.
Oh, actually, hold up. Well, actually, it was a Seaside graduation. We got that. The Hardstyle MMA, they ain't running that no more. Midnight Madness, that wasn't really big. We sold $60 worth of product. The Camp, that's actually again this year, but we're gonna have our team reunion. We could possibly do the Friday to run the event on Friday because it's a 2-day thing. But once again, there's only one event that was from last year that is going to happen again, which is a camp, and we're not, we have other things that week. So what was the thing about Tony's brother?
Oh yeah, his brother, he does car shows, and I forgot that he was mentioning if we wanted to start linking up with him to do the car shows, when every car show he goes to, we can go and set up just to make some PTC. But then I was thinking about also Jerry when I thought about car shows. It's summertime. There's supposed to be a lot of car shows coming up.
He went to one too.
And he already went to 1 or 2 of them. So I was thinking maybe we should just get a hold of him and see what's up with setting up a booth right next to Swift or something and just selling like that. Or
yeah, I mean, these are the little things that we have to. It's the follow up again. That word has been ringing this whole meeting, but it's after this the call needs to be made, and not only that, but the information for vendor booth, the pricing, the quote, whatever, the location, what time, the date, all that. But that's why we have to figure out and then when we do get the opportunity, then we get to see, because I've never done a car show event. I know there's a lot of people, but I don't, I've never been a part of it. But if it's crazy, that for us, for as far as beverage sales, we definitely want to tap into that, because it'll be not only we get to see the dope rides, but we get to hustle and we get to do our thing. And so it's just little things like that we could look into, and we got to be looking for more events too. If we can, more events, the more the merrier. And we just got to be a part of them, try to find them, because those really help out, especially when we're trying to hit certain goals in a month. To have that extra, that event to bring more revenue doesn't hurt. It only helps. So with that being said, that's pretty much it. as far as my time and updates. And yeah, everybody good? Cool. All right, man. Thank you guys for your time. Appreciate it. And we go ahead and say a prayer and we get on our separate ways. Father, Lord, we come to you in prayer. Lord, we thank you for another opportunity to come together on this Friday. Thank you for allowing us to communicate effectively about our updates and some of our plans moving forward, what we want to do, what we want to accomplish, and how we really want to apply ourselves in each and every division as far as this company to help it grow. It's about taking initiative. It's about taking action, responsibility of not only ourselves, but the notion of protecting the investment. I mean, if we're really saying we want to protect the investment, then we have to make certain moves in order to do so. And it's as simple as that. You know, how bad do we really want it? You know, are we just talking about it? Or are we really going to put in the effort that is required while we have today? You know, because we know that tomorrow is not promised, but since you've given us the day, can we use it effectively? And can we use it effectively each and every day? Can we use our time? Time management is very key. We thank you for the articles that you brought this week. We thank you for these talks, these meetings, because there's always a reason and a purpose behind this. Is to help us to grow, not only not only for ourselves, but business as well. So with that being said, we ask that you be with us near and far. We ask that you continue to send the people that we need to get in contact with, as well as send them to us, as well as us to them, so that we can continue to find the doors and unlock them to get to our desired destination. We love you, Lord. We give you all the praise, glory, and honor, for you're worthy. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.